Just one man is what I am.
Craig Smith is our chief electronics correspondent here at QVC. Our testimonial lines are open for this one. It is the Royal 9-sheet microcut shredder with the auto feed tray while supplies last. Limited time, limited amounts of these. Once it's gone, it's gone. Wait, what? Why are you putting staples in it?
Put a staple in there.
The shredder?
Staples in the shredder.
Right.
Credit cards in the shredder.
You're supposed to take the staples out.
No. In the one slot up here, you can put staples in there. You can put credit cards. In the auto feeder, you do want to separate it.
This is not your mother's shredder.
Oh, no. This is the big daddy right here. And with this auto feed tray that we have, you see it there on the screen. You can put up to 100 sheets of paper, 100 sheets of paper in this little auto feed tray right here. And you know what's great about that? Now shredding is not a chore. You put it in the tray, you walk away, and it just shreds on its own. That's what's really cool about this one from Royal.
6 easy payments goes away at the end of the day. It's free shipping and handling. That's saving you $7.50. Let's talk about colors. Those are down here below. So this one is purple. We calling it purple, I hope. There's the blue. It's like a navy. That's your red. Next to that is gold, silver, and black. Doesn't matter what color you get, just, you know, it can match your office or wherever you're putting it. Here's the thing about this one. You've seen other shredders here at QVC and you've seen others from Royal. This one's bigger. So this one you can really get the stuff done. In fact, I wish I had Rachel out here right now. She's my co-host for the show. She has one of the other Royals, but she recently needed a whole bunch of stuff shredded. She had to package it up and go take it somewhere to shred it.
This is that time of year, too.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for tax season. We're kind of going through the holidays. We're saying, all right, look, now's the time to organize. Now's the time to clean it up. Now's the time to go through those taxes from 1999 or the electric bills that you've been holding on to for the last 6 or 7 years. Well, actually, let me reach my arm right in front of you if you don't mind.
So that's for the thick
This is the auto feeder right here. So I can put up to 100 pieces of paper in that auto feeder.
And walk away.
And it will pull them through 1 or 2 at a time, and you just walk away.
That's awesome.
That's the great thing about this one. That 100-sheet auto feed tray, it just does the job for you. You don't have to worry about a thing.
That's so good. Free shipping and handling, 6 easy payments, goes away at the end of the day. He's right. Unfortunately, the taxes time is here.
We love it, don't we?
Whether you like it or not. And you're supposed to keep, what, 7 years?
7 years of taxes.
So that means you can get rid of that last year. And also get rid of the stuff that you're not going to be using. You know, we keep all this stuff for your taxes, and then the stuff that you're not using, get rid of it. Do not just throw it away. Shred it.
Actually, the Federal Trade Commission recommends any piece of paper that has personal or financial data on it that you're not using on a daily basis, get rid of it today or get rid of it as soon as you're done using it. And I just put a whole bunch of staples in this little stack of paper right here. The front tray right here allows you to put up to 9 pieces of paper, including staples, including credit cards, and it just blasts right through all of them. So the big bulkier junk, put up right here in the front. The big sheets of paper that you have, a whole bunch of them that are separated, put them in the back, and now you're going to clean up all that clutter, all that mess around your kitchen, around your office, around your whatever, and get rid of it.
That's
credit
awesome.
cards.
Old credit cards. They send you a new one because the expiration date's done, or maybe they just send you one in the mail. You didn't even ask for one. Shred them. The very first day I ever presented a shredder with Craig Smith, that morning I had gotten a new credit card to replace the old one that was out of date. And I took the old one out of my bag and I was like, and then I cut it with scissors 3 times.
Why'd you do that?
Because I thought, oh, you know, that's gonna work.
You cut it 3 times. That really threw off the bad guys, didn't it?
I mean, that's hard to put back together. That 3-piece
Yeah, hold on.
puzzle,
They put 3 pieces back together.
So that's not smart.
No.
This is smart. And here's the other thing. This is not shredding like old shredders used to shred. They used to shred in strips.
Yep.
This does so much more than that.
Yeah, that's what this is, a traditional strip cut shredder. So this is when shredders first kind of popped up in people's homes and in the workplace. This is the kind of shredding that we did. We cut in one simple direction, and as you can see, you could still get a whole wealth of information off of any one of these pieces of paper. And even today, if you go out to the store this afternoon, you'll be able to find these shredders right here. This is called a crosscut shredder. Now this is better that it cuts in multiple directions, but I could easily get some information off of here. That could be a credit card number. That could be a last name, a social security number, or some information out of a script that you just got filled at the pharmacy that you don't want to share with the world. What Royal does, now Royal's a company that's been around since 1904. Look at this. This is micro cut. This is what this machine does for you. Every individual piece of paper, 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that you put through a micro cut shredder from Royal, it gets turned into 1,100 pieces. So now, unlike Kirsten, who has her credit card in 3 pieces, Good luck trying to put this back
Or
together.
somebody else who now has my credit card.
Somebody else. Well, you know what the sad thing is that dumpster diving, and that's what they call it, when people go into your trash and they dig through your things. Dumpster diving is legal in a lot of townships and municipalities throughout the country. Now, what those bad guys do once they get their information, that could be illegal, but actually going into your trash and grabbing a piece of paper like this that has a social security number, that has address, that has phone numbers, all this stuff, it's completely legal in a lot of townships for them to go into your trash and take this piece of paper from you. And what most of us do, we get that junk mail, we get that credit card offer, and we do this for some reason.
Yeah, we do.
We think this is somehow going to protect our identity. By the way, I'm not that great at puzzles, but I could put this together pretty darn easily. By the way, try to put this through easily. You're not going to be able to take something, put it through a shredder, and now I'm going to pull the bin out here and show you what it turns into be. Yeah.
$66 less than
Good
the
luck
sold
finding that
separately
again.
price. Free shipping and handling, 6 easy payments of $16.66, and it is a while supplies last. So a limited time and limited amount of these. Basically, because it's $66 less than what they usually sell this for, we got a really, really good value from Royal, but they only gave us this amount, and then that's it. So you got to get yours while we have it at this price, so it will expire. This is that pretty purple. It's almost like a lavender and has a little bit of metallic look to it. Navy as well, a little bit of metallic look to it. In fact, they all do. There is your red. Next to that is gold. There's also silver, and there's also black. Just pick your color. Silver most popular. Black is very, very close behind there. 700 of these now gone. I mean, it's perfect time. Here's the other thing that's happening is we're all watching Tidying Up. Am I right? You're watching Marie Kondo and you're like, that girl is genius. Agreed. And you're getting rid of stuff. And part of her whole thing is a whole category with papers. Get rid of those papers. But for your safety, the safety of your family in this crazy world where we live right now, you can't just package that stuff up and put it in the recycling. I know we're trying to be good stewards of the world, but you can't just put it in the recycling because people can grab all that information. So in that vein, as you're getting rid of stuff, bring something into your home that is going to bring you joy because it's going to protect your family and it's going to be faster and easier.
And now I'm using that auto feed tray. We started with the gold one with the auto feed tray. I put a whole stack of paper. I don't know how much paper I put in here, but I put a whole stack, probably about 30 pages or so. And look at the way this just blasts right through. Now, to be clear, you're not going to get a clear bin with yours, okay? We made this clear bin special just to show you what the pieces of paper actually look like. Now, Jason upstairs, one of our producers, he absolutely loves this part.
I do too.
He loves seeing what happens to those pieces of paper.
You know what I was thinking?
Each piece turns into 1,100 little pieces. They're not going to get your data once you put it through a micro-cut shredder. It's just blasting the stuff absolutely everywhere, even credit cards. I like to play a little game of hide and seek here. Find the credit card once I put it through the shredder. It's going through there somewhere, but you're not going to be able to find it in that pile of mush and paper and all kinds of other stuff once it goes through that shredder.
Did you hear about the bakery or the people who were doing like gender reveal lasagna? Did you hear that on the news?
I've heard gender reveal everything. I don't think I've heard of gender reveal lasagna.
So what if you got this one with, you can't buy this one, and then you put it in an envelope, and then whatever color comes out of the envelope, it's a gender. Oh, it's a girl. It's pink. It's a gender reveal shredder. That's where my head went. You know why? Because you had pink and
I don't think the Royal people were thinking of that. They were just thinking, how do I protect your identity?
Royal could loan out the shredder for gender reveal parties. Listen, I'm thinking outside.
Now we've gone off the rails. Here we go.
Easy Pay goes away at the end of the day. QVC.com is the best place to go. $66 less. Pick your color because the two of them are very, very, very popular and going quick. There's purple, there's blue, there's red. 1,300 now gone. There is that gold, silver, and black. Silver and black, very, very, very popular. Our testimonial lines are open. If you own a Royal, please give us a call. By the way, the company has been around for a long time.
Since 1904. This is a company that used to make typewriters, they make cash registers, all kinds of adding machines. They've been in the business of office equipment for well in excess of 100 years. And they've been making shredders for a long time as well. And they're the ones that really kind of helped revolutionize what this technology is right here. When we talk about that micro cut, we showed you those 3 little bins in the front a little bit earlier, but this piece of paper right here, I'm filling this out all the time. My daughters are playing softball this spring. We just went to our first practice yesterday. I had to provide all types of information, emergency contact info, home addresses, phone numbers, all that stuff. I'm comfortable sharing that with the guys at the softball, facility. I don't want to share that with the world. So now when I get this piece of paper back, I'm putting it through a micro-cut shredder, and it's turning each individual piece of paper into 1,100 pieces. I know that the bad guys aren't going to get my data if I do it this way.
What was happening, like, I don't know if it was last year or a couple years ago, I mean, it's probably still happening, but where people were getting your tax refund check, they were going in there and getting your information so that when you got mailed your tax refund check, they got it instead. Like, that's some scary stuff.
The sad thing is that the bad guys are always trying to come up with new ways to get your information. And it's a shame, but unfortunately, that's what happens. We always hear about it in the digital world. We have PCs. We never tell anybody, hey, if you have a PC, you better have some kind of antivirus. If you're going online, if you're opening emails without some kind of antivirus, you're rolling the dice. This is like antivirus for real life. For the regular pieces of paper that you have around your house, I get junk mail every single day. This offer for a credit card, this offer for checks and things like that. In fact, we just opened a savings account for my daughters, and the bank gave us these blank little checks that we could use for those accounts. Well, once they get the real accounts with their information on it, what am I going to do with those blank ones? Don't just do this.
And you
this
know,
does nothing.
Those are some of the more at-risk groups too, like your kids, young adults going off to college and getting their first credit cards. Get this in the college dorms and things like that. But also the elderly, like I worry about my mom and my dad not necessarily disposing of the things the right way as well, because they could be a little more susceptible to this. My daughter is 9, and she just donated money to like St. Jude Children's Network, something like that, and she put it in her name, which was great. I'm very proud of her. But all of a sudden, because of that, she's getting mail.
She's on a mailing list.
And she's getting tons of mail with her name on it. And that's scary to me. Like, I don't need people sending her credit card offers or asking her for this or things like that. This has her name on it. So, you know, you got to protect those people.
You do. And you never, all it takes is one instance where all of a sudden you're the one that has to prove that wasn't you. You're the one that has to prove you didn't buy that car or you didn't make that big purchase at a store. Any of this information, if it gets into the bad guy's hands, that's potential for you to have your identity stolen. Stuff with your social security number, maiden name, any PIN or password. If you have that sheet of paper laying around your house that has all your passwords on it, you misplace that, that's bad news, right, for you. Phone numbers, driver's license numbers, information on scripts. Don't share it with the world. And we showed you what that micro cut actually does, turning each individual piece of paper into 1,100 pieces. So much better than a crosscut, so much better than a strip cut. Those things actually, we actually pulled this piece of paper out here. We had this made. This shows you what a crosscut piece of paper does. With a crosscut piece of paper with those side strips, yeah, you could possibly get things like a phone number or a social security number.
I saw Ben Affleck do that in a movie.
But yeah, I saw that Argo movie as well. You compare these strips of paper to what I'm getting in this bin right here.
And it's confetti.
Yeah, nobody's putting this stuff back together again. I don't care how good of a puzzle maker you are.
To keep my kids busy.
That's pulverizing all that information for you right there and keeping your identity safe.
More than, what, 2,000 gone? Wow. God, and this is a while supplies last. So limited time and limited amount of these. And once they're gone, that is it. This is new. And this is the only day you're seeing it on those 6 easy payments. So if you want it on $16.66, today is the only day this month that you're going to get that. Purple, navy, red, gold, silver. Silver's popular. And black. Where are you going to put it? That, you know, in an office is great if you have an office space. In the kitchen, if that's where you're opening up your mail all the time. I think wherever you're opening up your mail, maybe you put it in the garage right next to the recycling. Like that's where we walk in and we drop stuff, and then also shred it. Wheel it in next to the television. Pull out piles and piles of paper and just have a party. Maybe there's a martini involved with that even.
Comes with the wheels as well, so hide it underneath the counter when you're done, roll it out when you need to use it. It's ready for you.
30-day love it or return it guarantee, and remember, 6 easy payments do go away at the end of the day. Love ya. Good to see you, my dear.
Always a pleasure.
Don't forget, this guy brought this earlier, and we started with 7,300 of these. We only have